two major figures today. Sammy Davis Jr. died after an 8-month battle with throat cancer, and Jim Henson, the creator of the Muppets, died suddenly of what the hospital called a massive bacterial infection. Fans gathered outside the Beverly Hills home of the 64-year-old Sammy Davis as word spread today that he had died in his sleep. In recent days, many tributes were paid to the entertainer, some called Mr. Wonderful. Frank Sinatra said Davis was the most talented performer I have ever known. Later in tonight's broadcast, Dan Rather will have a report on the career of Sammy Davis Jr. Wonderful was the title of a Broadway show starring Sammy Davis Jr., and Mr. Wonderful is how many of his fans regarded the singer, dancer, and mimic who dazzled audiences for decades. Tonight, Dan Rather recalls the times of Sammy Davis, who died today at 64.
We heard the breeze through the trees, singing weird melodies.
More than any other American entertainer, Sammy Davis Jr. could say that show business was indeed his life. It was a life lived from the very beginning with the spotlight, with the applause, and the pain, too.
Thank you very much.
He was born in Harlem into a family of vaudeville performers, working from age 3 in a world where whites expected blacks to dance, to smile, to know their place.
For us, it was the only game in town. What are you going to do? Huh? We were on welfare, relief, and struggling, doing $10 low one-nighters, get up and do your little dance, and all the humilities that they had to put up with. Because there was nobody then standing up saying, hey, man, wait a minute, you don't talk to me that way. Nobody.
It ain't necessarily so.
The role of sport in life in Porgy and Bess was apt. Davis was living the life consumed, he would later admit, by his own ego. A man who for years pushed his luck with cocaine and with booze.
I'm gonna keep on drinking to your health till I ruin my own.
Whose excesses nearly killed him 7 years ago.
There was a point in every man's life, and every woman's life, I think, where you just say, I think I've run out of gold rainbows, you know. This is it. And you lay there, man, and it's not the dramatic thing of your life flashing in front of you. It's just stone cold, penetrating reality.
Once in a lifetime, a man knows a moment.
That first brush with the reality of death put Davis back on track in his final years. Clean, sober, determined to go out like a star.
And this is that moment.
Last November, in between cancer treatments, he appeared at a tribute to his 60 years in show business. Michael Jackson spoke for most black performers when he said, I'm here because you were there. And Mr. the Candyman, the old tap man, took to the spotlight one last time.
I achieved in show business a kind of a special place, and that's nice.
And that's the news. I'm Bob Schieffer, CBS News here in New York. Good night.
We're going to do an experiment.
Davis's friend Frank Sinatra canceled a performance at New York City's Radio City tonight to fly back to Los Angeles. He also issued a statement saying that he wishes the world could have known Davis as he did, adding that Davis was the best friend that a man could have. A pair of American originals. Also coming up here tonight on NBC Nightly News,